boxer in my younger days. Back then, I was a man of fire, a champion. And in the spring of 1962, I fought Benny Perret. I remember that night well. My fists were pregnant with the offspring of kerosene and match strikes. I had been told not to let my anger fuel me, that although this was blood sport, I was not a weapon, so I swaddled my hands tight in white tape, hoping to choke out those sparks from under my palms. But my ears still blister with the slander he branded me with. He called me maricon, Big Mary, faggot. He stuck this smoke ring rumor on my skin like a cigarette burn, hoping it was lucky enough to strike the truth, hoping to show what a righteous man he was by grinding just another fairy into dust. He was still young enough to be called the Kid, but he fired his words like a man. So that night I tried to show him that you don't shoot that shit outside the ring and expect it to not find its way in. That if you're old enough to take a shot at me, then you're old enough to be my target. I stepped under the ropes, slipping into holy ground while my fists sat in my gloves like loaded guns in their holsters, each finger a bullet and a trigger waiting to be shot into his smile, and as bells chimed, I hit him. With derailed bullet trains wedged between my fingers, I hit him, producing tire screams and car crashes inside his ears, branding him with the backdraft of his own words. I hit him, letting his punches fall on me like campfire ash, while mine forced steel beams and anvils with his skin, showing what happens when a stubborn prejudice meets an unstoppable force. I hit him for that word, faggot. That word that was fashioned as a death sentence for people like me. That word that made me fight for my life back then. I hit him for that man I was supposed to be instead. That uncrucified Jesus, that unshorn Samson, that myth among men, that man I was too gay to ever be. So I hit him, and I hit him again, and again, and again, and again, and again. And I clutched 2 fists full of flat lines and held them like they were the reins of the apocalypse. I remember how the ringing bells rose like hymns, and how the crowd's silence rang in my ears like death knells. I stared at that body I had pounded into steel, disgusted with my work, but knowing I'd do it again 1,000 times if I ever had the chance. Then it was said that he threw the first punch before we even entered the ring, and that I threw 1 or 17 or 25 too many punches out of bad blood, but we were both trained to lose count after the first, to only stop hitting until we were anointed by the crowd's judgment. We believed that the only way we avoid hell was to send someone else in our place, and they taught us that since we were disasters on purpose, that took the tragedy out of it.